Hi, everyone. I'm Sunny Kearley with the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber. Welcome back to our Biz Boost series. It's been a minute since we've had one of these, but if you've seen it before, you know that we love to talk to our awesome chamber members and friends who are doing great things for our community right now. Today, I'm here with Cindy Tips with CSAA Insurance Group, a AAA Insurer, to learn about a really cool thing that they're doing. Welcome, Cindy.
Well, thanks for having me, Sunny.
Will you talk to us a little bit about who CSAA is? I think a lot of us know that you've got a relationship to AAA. Help us understand a little more about it.
Yeah, so CSAA Insurance Group provides AAA branded automobile, homeowners, and other personal lines insurance. And we do that by working through AAA clubs, which is how many people think of AAA. We do that for 23 different states, including Oklahoma, as well as the District of Columbia.
So here in Oklahoma City, do y'all have this out on Quail Springs Parkway?
Yep, we're out there. That's just north of Memorial and west of the Quail Springs Mall. We've been out there for, I want to say, about 11 years now.
And how many of y'all are out there?
We've got about 500 people in this location, and our company has additional locations throughout the country.
So that's a really significant presence here in Oklahoma City, with 500 of you all at that facility. In March, when it started to become obvious that we were going to have this coronavirus stuff going on, how did y'all think through the possible work from home scenario, and how did you make decisions around that?
So what I would like to describe it as is some of the most well-organized chaos I've ever experienced. So in early March, we realized that we needed to start sending people to work from home. Our original plan was to send about 50% of our workforce, and then we were going to do this checkerboarding thing. But within about a week of deciding to do that, we realized that we wanted to get to 100%. So we very quickly had to kind of change our approach, work differently than we've worked in the past. Our whole IT department absolutely stepped up. They were mailing us laptops, and we had people, deploying laptops, imaging laptops. Here's a laptop, go. We had people taking desktops home, depending on their different setups. So it was just, kind of go, go, go. And ultimately, we were able to transition nearly 100% of our workforce. It's so it's 4,000 people across the country that pretty much within a week we got from working primarily in the office to working from home.
That's
huge.
Incredible. And yeah, kudos to your IT team. I think a lot of us are thinking that right now, that our IT teams have all really stepped up to help us do these different things. But with all of y'all gone back at your campus, you've got a cafeteria to serve 500 people, but nobody was there. How did you start to get the idea that you might want to share that with someone? And how did you get the idea about sharing it with the Homeless Alliance?
So support for the community is really a part of our DNA. At CSAA Insurance Group, we have really robust employee-led volunteer programs. And as a company, we've reached 100% participation in those programs for multiple years running.
That's
so it's
amazing.
so it's really just something that our employees have a lot of passion about, and something that really resonates for us as a company. So that shaped our approach as we thought about what we could do with these, hourly support staff that include our cafe workers. And so our facilities and our community relations groups partnered together and reached out to local nonprofits in all of our communities where we had these cafes to see how we could potentially help the local community while keeping our cafe staff employed.
How cool.
So locally, we reached out to Jennifer Eckert, who's the Director of Development at the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma.
That's great chamber members and friends too.
Awesome. So that's a place that our employees love to volunteer. So it was an easy reach out, and she actually made the recommendation for us to, and put us in contact with the Homeless Alliance so we could figure out how to help out.
That's amazing. So when you got connected with the Homeless Alliance, did they have an idea right away of how they could use your help, or are they using it there in the shelter? How are they using your support?
Yeah, so what we're doing is we are getting the resources together on site in our cafeteria, and we are making bag lunches. And then we are transporting those over to the Homeless Alliance for them to use in their distribution. So we started doing that March 23rd, making 150 meals per day. Um,
150?
yeah, wait, we're not done yet. So they let us know as of June 1st that they could benefit from some additional support. They had some additional need, and we were able to turn up the volume a little bit. And so we now are doing 225 meals per day
Wow.
that we're bringing over to them. So
That is
um,
so incredible, and it has
it's
to feel so good.
Yeah, it is such a great way that we can, utilize our resources, keep folks employed on our end, and give back to the community at the same time. So we are thrilled with this partnership.
I think we all need a little bit of that feel good stuff right now. So getting to hear your story is going to lift all of us up too. Are there other things that we should know about this partnership or about CSAA?
So I'll call out a few additional ways that our company has looked to see how we can potentially give back or support the community through the work that we do. So as an insurance company, one of the things that we've done is we announced premium refunds. So in April and in May, we gave back 20% of our premium, and in June we did an additional 10%. And then we have a bunch of other associated and underlying programs that help us make sure that we can find ways that all of our customers can remain financially responsible and insured, but doing so in sort of these unprecedented and financially difficult times. So we've done that. One of the other things that we do, so I'm part of the claims organization. And so, when people have that extra bad day and they have a need to call us and actually utilize their insurance, one of the super cool things that we've done is we have virtual tools in place already to help with inspecting damage. And so we've really doubled down on those. So if somebody has a car accident, we can have them go and take pictures of the damage using an app on their smartphone. And so they don't have to go anywhere, and they don't have to come into contact with anyone to get an estimate and get through the claims process. On the home side, we actually do full video calls and virtual home inspections. So we have our insureds carrying their cell phones around and kind of showing us what's going on in their house
Like,
while
let
they're
me look
having
at that light switch. Can you get a
yeah,
little closer?
exactly. Can you get a little closer? Exactly. And they can do that while they're having a live conversation with their claims adjuster. That lets us again kind of put together the information we need so that we can help them without needing to contact directly, which is a big thing right now. So we love doing that. Overall, across the country, in addition to our support for the Homeless Alliance, we've been investing about $25,000 a week in making our cafes and their staff available to provide meals to communities. And so to date, we've actually delivered nearly 50,000 meals to nonprofits in Oklahoma, California, and Arizona. So we know that the community is hurting. We know that our economy, is hurting. And so places that rely on volunteer efforts are some of those that are most in need right now, because it's hard for us to, get out there and be physically present and provide the kind of support that we normally would. So I just want to encourage everyone to think about those creative ways that we can still continue to provide support to those in our community that are in need.
That is such an important message. You all are such an incredible community partner. We're so lucky to have you here and get to be part of what you're doing.
It's our pleasure.
Well, Thank you so much, Cindy Tibbs, for telling us about USAA and the amazing things that you're doing to help the Homeless Alliance. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Chamber's Biz Boost series. I hope that you're like me and feel a little bit lifted up from this. Expect to hear another great story about another great Chamber member sometime soon.
Thank you.